미니언 생성까지 30초 남았습니다.
Oh, that is going to be that first blood coming in! We teleport available, we'll have a turret here. Clid waiting around, ultimate's going to be traded here. That's going to be the solo kill for Sword. It's traded back, but they get everything for that one.
And I mean, that was just a fan.
If you're not freezing, you got to go all in on the aggression, and this seems to fit the bill.
Yep, that certainly is that. It's going to be first turret going down, and SKT run out of minions on the bottom side, so that tempo that Griffin do have the advantage in is going to be even higher. Now in a turret, under fire, Shelly's going to be able to tank this one up. Already half health, Demolish procs coming in, and 3 members of Griffin will easily rip this turret apart.
And what's a Hecarim gonna do? He can't even walk up to the minion wave to cue it. Khan watches on in horror.
Well,
at the
Sword's
same
having
time,
SKT, they should be able to burst this one down. It is taken by Clid very close as Tarzan tries to launch forward. Realm Warp gets SKT out of there, but have they gone far enough? The man drop comes forward, doesn't do too much. Onslaught of shadows into the back line as Sword gets himself into his Zhonya's. Can he escape? The answer is yes. The dash comes back up, and now Viper is here to give him some cover fire. Griffin, what Pantheon's supposed to do.
But you can't show the Pantheon really either, right? Just like I looked for Sona Taric, no one dared to play that in solo to say, well, if we don't get that Baron by 22, things are struggling, and is it still the same equation of
Chovy is going to join the fight. Half the health bar now on the Dragon as Lahens just happy to walk on over, gets Khan out of the fight as Redemption does come down. It's going to be a 50-50 as Tarzan is in this pin as Sword goes into his first Sonya's. The steal comes in. Griffin have locked down the Dragon, and Faker in the back of the pin is trying to kill Sword, but he's so frustrating finally. Teddy locks him down, and now Tarzan. Stopwatch ain't gonna be enough, and Chovy is now waiting in the gates, but SKT don't care. They get themselves into the correct position. Pick themselves up a double for their man in the mid lane, and SKT may have turned it.
Griffin get the steal, but SKT's able to make it front to back. This is the time they were looking for.
Yeah, this
and
is another Realm Warp. It's Faker's one this time. Is True Shot Barrage is even going to help try and take Chovy down. Remember, there's no turrets up here, guys, so this might be the great escape, but Khan has a lot of movement speed. Chovy's just so scary, they don't even want to fight it.
You can't suddenly Weaver's Wall in and do a Pantheon ult. They'll just run.
Faker jumps on over, but it does get interrupted. Faker gets his passive shield. He's down very low. Now finally goes into the stopwatches of the Weaver's Wall. Actually blocks Chovy. He has to flash to get over the top. Marta goes golden. And is Faker falling down? Marta the next one to follow, and SKT can't re-enter this fight.
It was so big that they could stop.
We're going to go for the smite here. Can Clid get himself into this pit? They're getting it down very, very low. Marta misses the ultimate, unfortunately, as Chovy's over there. Good knockback comes in. It is going to be picked up by Griffin, and they just flash their way out. They're happy to grab and go.
SKT doesn't pull the trigger. They've got the comp, and they seem to simulate a 5v5, but they're more looking for chance picks with the Glacial Fissure, and after the Glacial Fissure was used, SKT kind of gave up on a full fight.
Yeah, they gave up on the full fight. They looked to come into mid lane, clear the mid wave,
and then get the steal. Realm Warp once again going to try and put Faker in the pit, but no, it's just for the vision. He gets on over, but he's unable to get the steal. Ultimate flies forward from Clid. He flashes to get himself out, but not even Sword is going to die as Teddy very aggressively dives into the Baron pit. But Griffin once again, it's the grab and go.
And SK Telecom, but the silver lining here for SK Telecom is they only have to weather the storm for another minute, and then Griffin is going to have to repeat the same.
No want to head towards this Dragon pit at all. He had the smite, had everything available. Trying to put Chovy in a side lane. The Akali has pushed that one all the way up. Mid lane as well is now being dealt with by Viper.
Which is obviously the one you want if it's going to be one, but it's going to be a decent trade. Here we go.
Yep, staying over the side of the wall. Marta does break it though, and there's the knockup. Marta finds it this time. Lahens down to the GA teleport from Griffin as Chovy's finally found the back line. But you can see it's Griffin trying to hold this one off. Khan goes golden, gets the ultimate off, and SKT, they found the team fight they wanted, and they should be able to find the Baron a minute before the Elder.
They punch the Magician in the face and say, we're fighting now, and the Boxer is going to be the one that profits. The minion wave, though, is being proxied. The game will not end here, but that is the sort of fight Griffin can't afford to let happen.
And Griffin now, I mean, they're going to have to do the smoke and mirrors to come back into the game. SKT, they're going to pick up the Baron. This is going to convert into Elder. How does Griffin come back now at this point?
It was so sneaky. It was such a ninja maneuver. For the last 20 minutes, minutes of this game. Griffin has been avoiding it.
Or if Akali want to try to solo it, not seeing that, but Griffin say, well, we didn't pick for this, we didn't comp for this. You can have your inhibitor, but can't Griffin do anything?
Yeah, feels like it's already been done, Papa Smithy. Teddy does so much damage, that inhibitor goes missing.
Round walk into the Elder Pit. They've been able to defend this one. They know that Griffin is in their base.
They've got a guard horse here as well, Papa. Teleport going to come in as Lahens gets into position. Chovy inside the pit. The ultimate comes down from Lahens' Viper. Has to go golden and steal as the Pantheon man drops his way into a 4-stack Elder Drake. SKT is still going to be able to grab the kills. Teddy finds even more. It was a heroic steal, but I just don't think it's heroic enough because SKT have routed Griffin and there's only a Chovy that remains.
Chovy's going to try to buy time. He can't do it. What did you get? Elder Dragon. What did it cost? Everything. SK Telecom T1. I think they just end it right now.
Exactly. Chovy is going to have to try and go back and do something very impressive, but the stop of the back. And SKT have taken game number 1. This is incredible. Griffin tried to run them around for so incredibly long. It didn't matter. In the end,
end up happening here, but it's most likely just going to be the Akali stabilizing, I feel, in the early into mid transition against the Lucian.
Well, SKT actually aggressively moving in here to the jungle. That's going to be a double taunt landing. There from Mata. Tarzan very, very low. Will go down for first one. It goes over to Khan. Mata uses his whole health bar, and it's absolutely fine. 2 kills for SKT.
Azir's now got a lane against a no-flash Lissandra, as we know. And speaking of Lissandra,
Faker's going to come on over. He's only level 4, but he's still got enough damage. Clit's going to help out. And Griffin lose 3 in the first 4 minutes.
And that's going to be so...
3 of your champions want to go into SKT. The Ezreal is going to be all by himself.
Oh, that's a single-man taunt, but he gets stunned up. Mata has to flash to get out of the way. Justice Punch to go back in. Mata knows that he is finished, and Viper picks up the first kill for Griffin.
It was so... You're the one with the names, LS. Come on.
Well, Shelly Rivers, speaking of names, is going to be started up here by SKT. Tarzan taking some damage as he's trying to get them off it, but it looks like SKT should be able to have a monopoly of this area. Chovy moving on over, wants to take down Faker. It's stolen somehow. It's Teddy. He's trying to find the teleport. Gets it! Just before Viper makes his way into the fight, but can Griffin still manage to get the work done? The answer is just a straight up no. The ultimate comes through from Chovy to get one on the back end, but you can see Faker still trying to do damage. Mata is in here with 200 health. He does have a lot of damage available there at this particular level, but Faker should be able to finish this one off. One more auto. Can he get on top of Chovy? Gets it with the final Q.
Big win in the end for SKT on a Lissandra. Already tells you everything you need to know about how mid lane has gone. Chovy tries the ult.
He's going to get in there. It's going to get locked down, but the heroic entrance comes in. The bouncy castle is erected, and Faker blocks down the kill on his opposite number. Make that a double as the Olaf falls, and the Cloud Drake will be taken.
And Griffin with a really bizarre trade choice. Chovy handshaking that by trying to lock up Clid, but Tarzan was not in close enough proximity. And SK Telecom...
So go for recency. Well, now everyone laughs and says recency bias. This feels more like recency, Griffin.
Exactly, and now Khan is happily 1v2ing underneath this turret. Faker is going 1v1 so easily, and what does that mean, guys? There's just more players on the map.
Art here as the mid-game transition has commenced. They're going to go for this roam one more time, but the minion wave just evaporates.
This is about as all-in as he can get as Chovy gets over to the side. The flash does come in from Khan, stays out of vision, but it doesn't matter when it's Alessandro. Heroic entrance comes forward, Khan still alive for so long. Gunblade comes in, and he's in turret range. Khan, the god!
Khan already got the flash away. He got into proximity for the grand entrance. Chovy missing his skill shot.
That's how he knew to kite back, and kite back to a benefit. As Sword is pretty overextended, but can ult away.
Yeah, Onslaught of Shadows is going to help him here. Clid's still chasing after the horse. The teleport comes in. No CC necessary because the best CC is death.
Griffin are going to be favorites, so if they decide as a team they want Infernal, you say thank you very much, sir. Enjoy your Infernal.
Yep.
And the Infernal comes in, and of course...
big button now unavailable, and SKT even get themselves in a turret.
At some point, Occam's Razor says that Teddy heard what you said about the cuddling, took exception, and is now just trying to kill everyone where they stand. Griffin, though, they're trying to outnumber on Faker.
Yeah, should be able to get a knock up here. Okay. Jumps through the wall with the Onslaught of Shadows, but heroic entrance comes down. They don't have enough damage as Faker, he's even still alive, stands amongst 3, straight up doesn't care, shifting sands, gets him the shield, he even takes down the horse.
I don't think Griffin can fight for 2 objectives, and I think you get
No,
whichever
I don't
one
think
you
so
really
either.
want. So go for bonus. Here
Whoa,
we go.
there's the flash. Big taunt coming out from Mata to start this one off. Lahans throws the ultimate back towards Teddy, but it doesn't interrupt the culling. It's not the cuddling anymore. Chovy trying to stand in the back line, but he just does no damage. Sword is too late to the fight, and as he jumps in, he just gets taunted. Faker sweeps the floor. And Griffin members die. The Ragnarok's not going to be enough. Viper can't run fast enough. And Griffin, I think you're done this time around. Khan's found Tarzan, and he's just playing with his food.
Cleans him up. That's another kill to SKT. Another wipe. They're pushing through mid lane. They want to go home early.
Yeah, exactly. We've got 4 minions here. SKT, they can tank up turrets if they want to. Maybe not Mata, as Viper still does some damage. But look at these turrets melt. The
This is
Nexus
it.
will follow, and SK Telecom will move to match point. Seconds to go. But well, it might be Clid
Clid's
who comes
here.
in first. Exactly right. Gets
Oh!
the flash knockoff, and Viper should be going down. Lahans just has to watch as the Talia bites the dust. We were too busy talking about MMOs and things like that. As Tarzan and Clid are once again going to find one another. That is great reaction time there from Tarzan, who wants to get the cocoon off. Lands it, but that's on a minion. It's not what you want, and that's the second kill for SKT. The flash from Lahans wants to
Clid made
kill
it out.
under Clid. He does so much damn damage, but just not enough. Right, World Ender does come out on the top side of the map as Khan hasn't used his yet. They're trying to fight this one out. Sword should be able to get there. Wind Slash comes in, but it's not late enough. Look at that health bar, gets himself the shield. Not enough! Sword gets the 1v1 solo kill.
And I mean, that's a really key solo kill.
Whoa, okay, Clid. He's going to turn up. Chovy gets in here, wants to find an ultimate position. Throws it out, doesn't land it onto Clid, but there's the Dark. We've got the man drop. Lahans doesn't land the damage, but Clid has nowhere to go, and Faker can't affect anything now. This might...
And second item completions means you can't play the lanes the same way.
Well, that's going to be the knockup. That's going to be the stun. There's so much CC, but the seismic shove isn't enough. Aftershock is there for Faker, remember, and they turn it completely on its head. Sword is doing a lot of damage. Clid has to flash to get out. World Ender probably not going to be enough here to save Sword's life. Gets the flash. Unruled Dash gets him out of there. Flash forward from Faker, though. Avoids and destroys as SKT turn it around.
Classic Faker eyes. They make the turn. They read Griffin. And this might be the straw that finally breaks the backs of Griffin.
Yeah, well,
Whoa,
Tarzan
Tarzan
getting it turned around on him as well. The stopwatch is there. They've got such low health bars. Great flash from Tarzan. He was mashing hard enough as SKT. They get out of there with a Realm Warp, and they get themselves into the Dragon Pit.
Teddy's thinking to himself, haha, great job, guys. He's just idly sitting up there, chipping away at the turret.
He's got
thinking about
he's
Jin
like,
Air
I've got a
days.
global ultimate, guys. It's
How
okay.
far he's
Just
come.
make sure you fight them in a specific area. As Lahans turns up and says, this is my area, immediate cleanse, but the Ignite comes in afterwards. Aftershock from solo kill for the Pantheon. Is this
The problem that Griffin might have later on.
This is a problem that Clid has right now, but Mata's going to flash.
Whoa.
That is going to deter them immediately. Chovy hijacks that ultimate. Glacial Fissures now to be coming out on both sides of the rift.
So now at this point, there's a little bit of breathing room. There's not any reason to really team fight. However, the Herald is going to be looking to raise the mid-tier 1 turret. SK Telecom can recognize, hey, we're not going to lose the game over 100 gold. We don't have to fight if we don't want to.
Well, Khan, he's going to start a fight here, but just immediately gets evaporated. Clid now tries to get out, locks himself in with the Cataclysm, and it's Teddy here with the damage. The Silas is going to fall. The Black Sword from Lahans gets a double on this Pantheon. Teddy turns it, gets himself the stun. Knockup comes in, and that's another one. Viper finally getting in amongst this fight. There's another one going in the mid lane, though, and Sword gets rid of Faker. Viper now trying to get out as Teddy is turning it now. It's his turn to carry. Gets another one. Sword. Can he get the 1v1? And I think the answer is no. True shot barrage. That's going to come in. Lahans dodges it. Tower falls down mid lane and SKT. Well, Tarzan's going to try and make this a 50-50. Sword diving on forward. There's the man drop. Weaver's wall. All of the buttons are being pressed. Sword going down to the world end of the AoE's finally getting in there. Lahans not doing enough damage. And Khan says the last fight was an illusion. This is a double kill. Make it a triple as Chovy tries Ezreal.
And Griffin are too slow to the fight. As surprising as that is, Kobe's helping, not helping enough.
Teddy wasn't there to start the fight, so Griffin says, well...
It's desperation from Griffin, and it's triumph for SKT as another turret falls in the mid lane.
And as objectives keep falling around the map, look at the gold gap at top, and then remember that SK Telecom are the scaling team. SK Telecom are the ones with the Infernal Dragon. And you have to look at this game.
And top lane as Sword wants to get himself some of this experience at least. I don't even think he's really going to be able to pick that one up against Humble Life earlier on in the season. I don't want to call it over until it's over, gentlemen.
It's too forgettable.
Well, Griffin is still going to try and find it here. Mandrop comes down. Repel is up. Lehens finds the flash, jumps onto Teddy, but Teddy's out of there. Can he create enough distance as Chovy has locked down Mana, but is it actually going to be enough?
Wow.
Khan gets in, has himself the triple knock-up, dives forward. It's going to be Teddy that grabs that first kill for SKT, and now Khan is just sweeping this one under the rug. It's all too much. Faker finally gets himself one of these in these team fights, and Viper has nowhere he can be on the map.
It felt like I was looking at Ghosts of Christmas Past and what this game could have been.
Yeah.
They outnumbered, it was the perfect play, but there's just too much gold on SKT.
That's called smacking him with your wallet, Papa Smithy. As True Shot Barrage, not going to work. The Vipers still for a long time. See your death and see your defeat in the LCK final for Spring 2019. Spring often does this to us, gentlemen. We often get the quick ones in the early stages of the year, but this is one that I don't think anyone expected. SKT 3-0 over Griffin after their incredible first round run.
Yet again, and they come in on a wave of momentum at the mid-season invitation.
SK Telecom, this has truly been one hell of a season for them in Spring 2019, as well as just seeing their growth over the split unfold. That was the biggest storyline, I think, for this team. From all the way from the Casper Cup.
They weren't the dream